peaceful monastery, there lived a great sensei who has, for a long time, been teaching students about the art of life in nature. One morning, the teacher was approached by one of his young students who wanted to ask a question so profound, a question that seemed to make the teacher glow with happiness and with relief. That question was about life and its mystical secrets. The great teacher had been waiting for this moment for a long time, and after a short silence, kindly replied to the young master, "Life, something yet so simple, yet so complex, yet so ugly, yet so beautiful. Life is, and it isn't. The sole definer of life itself is your life. It's my life. It's the life of the flowing river. It's the life of the birds, the insects, and their majestical sounds that they create with the help of almighty life in nature." The young master looked around and tried to understand the teacher's words, but failed to do so, as the young master's feelings grew in confusion, which the great sensei had expected. "But sensei, how can the river be alive? How can the sounds of birds and insects be alive? Sensei, how is it that you can see life in everything?" said the young master. The sensei replied to his young student, "Because, my young master, life is in everything. You just have to look through the eyes of life. Then you shall feel the soul of life in you, in me, in the river, in the birds, in the insects, and in their voices." "Sensei, I want to understand your wisdom, but I don't know how," the young master replied in awe of the master's words, but also in fear of his words, in fear that the young master cannot ever see through the eyes of life. "Learn to feel the soul of life you shall see on a timeless and spaceless mountain hill. Beside an almighty tree is where your answer shall be found and you shall feel." The sensei replied to the young master and sent the young master towards his journey. The young master set himself towards finding the hill that the great teacher had described. The young master walked for days looking for the hill. The young master had followed the river and the voices of the birds and insects, and after many days of searching, the young master found the hill with a beautiful tree on top of it. There, the young master calmly sat down beside the tree, looked around, and then closed his eyes, tired from the long trip he endured. There, the young master saw the blazing setting sun head towards him. There, the orange-white glow of a pulsating orb sat in front of the young master and began speaking mystically to the young master. The young master looked confused, but he wanted to hear the message that the glowing orb was trying to tell. There and then, the glowing orb started talking in a seemingly familiar voice. "Dear humanity, for a long time since my mystical, unexpected, sudden and natural uprising, have I been mused over myself and over everything which my transcendent and bewildering entity has been able to contrive spiritually, and with the help of my best friend nature, aided me to incorporate myself physically within. I am all forever grateful to nature because she let me flourish throughout the whole of the universe. She let me give rise to all and everything which I am now a fulfilling part of. But she also provided me with something superior, something special. Nature gave me the power to let the universe and its unprecedented, mystical and harmonical beauty which it beholds, to experience itself. Most of what nature gave me I am truly contented for, but not for all that she granted me with am I truly grateful for, but am only sincerely remorseful and miserable for. Nature, as beautiful, almighty, and as powerful as she is, has given me the ability to apprehend my own aptitudes, traits, features, and has sincerely made me see my own fundamental nature throughout all and everything that is I. Nature has given me the power to perceive and sense creation followed by annihilation, love followed by hate, generosity, followed by greed, truth, followed by lies, happiness, followed by rage, courage, followed by fear. But what I have most prominently sensed is to be one specific outcome of my own underlying nature, which in my own case is life, followed by death. I have throughout the infathomable and astute sorrowfulness of eternity, of time itself, sought after a persevering vision. I have been pursuing something which has remained within me, intensely upheaved, since my numinous commencement, that has permitted me to be what I am now. We is what I will be within all and everything that is I, that will incessantly be the fundamental nature of what is now I. We. All that is we throughout all of space and time and beyond have attained rather something that the periphery of what is to be called an inaccessible and irresolvable part of my own underlying nature has blossomed out from the dawn of my true self-being. An immersibly delicate part of I is only to be grasped in its full magnificent significance if all that is we are to be pursuing my deepest truthfulness, my true fundamental grasp of myself, and my own true factual nature of I. That is to which we all that is I can achieve, create, understand, seek, and be a part of. A true part of nature itself that we have commenced from is not to be fearful of, but be captivated by, because being, seeking, understanding is all part of my nature. That is a hidden, truthful, and profound part of nature that is a part of I, as is an impartial truth behind what is I, to be within a part of nature itself. A truthful and eternal thought of what is to be set by an alliance between I and nature is in this case fate. Of fate which is not set by I, but to be pursued after by what is I. We who are a part of I and a part of nature itself. Because by pursuit and perseverance, I is to be understood and acknowledged with true glory to what truly is I, and by achieving true understanding and acknowledgement within my vital nature, I is to become we, who we fundamentally are meant to be. We, by doing so, find that my true nature is not set by I, but is set by what is to become from I. We. By we, my underlying nature is sought and found, understood and acknowledged, pursued and achieved. My true nature is now set by we, and it is up to we to understand the power of I and to acknowledge the aptitude altogether. By we, my underlying nature is sought and found, understood and acknowledged, pursued and achieved. My true nature is now set by we, and it is up to we to understand the power of I and to acknowledge the aptitudes of us all together. By achieving and solving my to be irresolvable fundamental nature, we can go from creation followed by annihilation, love followed by hate, generosity followed by greed, truth followed by lies, happiness followed by rage, courage followed by fear, life followed by death, to journeying to what we truly seek from the essential and true we. And that is annihilation followed by endless creation, hate followed by endless love, greed followed by endless generosity, lies followed by endless truth, rage followed by endless happiness, and most prominently, death followed by endless life. We can altogether empower I, so altogether empower we to be the light at the emptiest void in the universe. seek, find, love, hate, understand, ignore, live, perish, create, destroy, persevere, hide is but one small part of what my nature beholds, and what is to be taken from my nature is not up to me, but up to you. And as a human being, I can say all of that because I am what I always was, and I am what I always will be. We are all part of all that is I, and that unique I is a part of the fundamental and mystical glorious life and nature. I can live, seek, understand, persevere, feel, and do so much more with what I truly am. And what I truly am is all a part of this mystical, unexpected, and glorious thing we all call life. Yours sincerely, alive. There, the pulsating, glowing orb then seemed calm and became orangish red, and in what seemed like the blink of an eye, the orb vanished beyond the horizon, never to be seen again. There, the young master opened his eyes to the sun, setting beyond the horizon. The young master was still sitting beside the majestic tree there, talking to himself, until he came to his wakening senses. There, the young master looked around for the orb, but did not find or see anything. Even though he clearly remembers the message given by the orb, the young master sat in silence until he jumped in happiness on top of the hill and started walking in awe and happiness back to the monastery, to his great sensei teacher, to tell him about his journey. He, after many days, which seemed like seconds for the young master, made it back to the monastery. The sensei was nowhere to be found in the monastery. No one has seen the sensei since the young master's departure toward his journey. There, the young master looked towards the, at the time, setting sun, and in gratitude and happiness said, "Sensei, I thank you for letting me see it through your eyes. Thank you for letting me see through your soul." From there on, the young master became the sensei of the monastery. And after a long time, the now old sensei started training young student masters about the secrets of life, until one day, one young student showed up and asked the sensei, "Sensei, I feel troubled. I feel like life is a missing part of me, which I cannot grasp, cannot understand, cannot see. Sensei, can you help me with your enlightenment and show me the soul of life?" To which the now very old sensei, which seemed to glow in happiness and relief, there and then answered his student, "Life, something yet so simple, yet so complex, yet so ugly, yet so beautiful. Life is, and it isn't. The sole definer of life itself is your life. It's my life. It's the life of the flowing river. It's the life of the birds, the insects, and their majestical sounds that they create with the help of Almighty life and nature." Thank you for watching, everyone. This is the end of the video, and if there is anything you think about the video, I'd be glad to read it down in the comment section and maybe take it into consideration if I now plan another video in the future. So thank you for watching.